Welcome to all of you. My name is Joginder Tomar. I am your friend and instructor. So today we will discuss about a very important topic, and the topic name is creation of EC2 instances and establish a ping communication in between two EC2 instances in AWS cloud. So in this picture you can see we have two EC2 instances. So that exactly we are going to do in our lab practical exercise that we will perform on the AWS portal. So these two EC2 instances will be named as EC2 instance 1, EC2 instance 2nd. So these two EC2 instances we will create first, then after the creation of these two EC2 instances we will ping each other. So that's why we will come to know both are communicating with each other. So let's go to the portal in order to perform this lab exercise. Right now we are on the portal. So click on sign into the console. Now we are on the login screen. So here we can see here root user, IAM user. So we need to go with the root user. So here enter the email address. So this is the email address we need to enter, which we had used before for the subscription of the AWS Amazon Cloud. So click on next, enter the password, sign in. Now we are on the AWS Management Console. Now you can see on the top here we can see the region we already selected, Mumbai. So here we need to select the region as per the location which is very nearest to our location. So here the nearest region which is nearest to my location, which is Mumbai, Asia Pacific Mumbai, because I am living in India. So Mumbai is a very nearest region that I should select. If I will select the other location, which will be very far from me, so that's why Asia Pacific Mumbai is the nearest location we have to select. So always select the location which is very nearest to your internet service provider. So my nearest location is Asia Pacific Mumbai. Asia Pacific Mumbai is the region which is nearest to my location. So now we need to click on services on the top. So within the compute heading we need to click on EC2. So EC2 in the Microsoft Azure cloud will be called as virtual machine. So in the Microsoft Azure cloud we are calling as virtual machine. In the AWS Amazon cloud we are calling as EC2 instances. So we have to click on running instances, and before I want to show you that running instances, it is showing 0. 0 means there is not at all any existing EC2 instance in our AWS Amazon cloud in the Mumbai region. So in the Mumbai region there is no EC2 instance which is created before, that's why it is showing 0. And click on running instances. And here click on launch instance. Now it will redirect us towards the step number 1, which is choose an Amazon machine image. So here we will get the image of the operating system through which we will install the EC2 instance. We will create a EC2 instance. So I will choose Windows Server 2016 base image. So I will select, and remember always select only that image which will be coming under the free tier eligible. Otherwise the AWS Amazon will charge you some extra amount. So always choose only that resources which comes under the free tier eligible. So go with the same. So in the step number 2, it is showing choose an instance type. So this is the screen. It will show you the combination of the hardware which is available for you. So in this hardware combination, it is showing T2 micro free tier eligible and one virtual CPU, 1 gigs of RAM and EBS kind of storage. So EBS stands for elastic block storage. So EBS storage we use only within the EC2 instances. So now let's click on next. So our intention as per the lab exercise to create the 2 EC2 instances. So for that purpose, instead of 1 we will type 2. So by typing the 2, at the same time we can create the 2 EC2 instances. So whatever the number of EC2 instances you want to create, at the same time you have to type the value of that much number of instances. So now you can see here under the network it is showing default. So choose the default network. Under the subnet it is showing the availability zones. So we have 3 availability zones. Availability zones means the data centers which are located inside the Mumbai region. So inside the Mumbai region we have 3 data centers. Number 1 is 1A, 1B and 1C. So these are the 3 data centers which are available inside the Mumbai region. So I will select here 1A. So it is not mandatory that if I am selecting 1A, then you also have to select the 1A. You can select any one of the availability zone as per your wish, as per your requirement. So here auto assign public IP. So it is by default it is enabled. So the purpose of this one, we could be able to access the EC2 instance remotely with the help of the RDP connection through the internet. So we have no need to change anything here. So just scroll down a bit and click on next. So now it will redirect us towards the step number 4, add storage. So here it is showing the storage with the name root. So we have no need to modify this storage. Click on next. And here it has been redirected towards the step number 5, showing add tags. So here this is the screen where we can define the name of the EC2 instance. So we have no need to do any change here. Just click on next. So here it has been redirected us towards the step number 6. So it is showing the screen of configure security group. So security group we require to access the EC2 instances. So if we are using the Windows EC2 instance, if we are going to create a Windows EC2 instance, so we require RDP protocol. If we are creating the Linux EC2 instance, then we require to choose the SSH instead of RDP and click on add rule. RDP is already by default it is selected, it is already created. So now click on ICMP, all ICMP hyphen IPv4. So it is must. So click on sources. Under the sources, click on anywhere. Here also anywhere, click on review and launch. Now click on launch. Now here it is asking to create the key pair or use an existing key pair. So I already created an existing key pair, so I will go with an option choose an existing key pair. So the name of the existing key pair I will select here web server key. So choose an existing key pair option we need to select at that kind of situation. In that kind of situation, if we have already created one existing key pair. So if we have not yet created any existing key pair, then we need to choose the create a new key pair option. So but we already has been created a key pair already, so that's why we will go with the option choose an existing key pair. So check mark the option I acknowledge. Click on launch instances, but before that I would like to clear that key pair is required to generate and decrypt the password. If we will not use this option, then we cannot get a password. So in order to get a password, in order to decrypt a password, we have to choose any one of the options, choose an existing key pair or create a new key pair. So go with an option choose an existing key pair, because I have already created one of the key pair before with the name web server key. So now click on launch instances. Wow, now we are getting a status. So it is showing the status your instances are now launching. Now scroll down a bit and click on view instances. So here we can view the installation of the instances. I already cleared you before that the instances in the Microsoft Windows or Microsoft Azure cloud is called as virtual machines. So now the installation of the EC2 instance has been processed. It is in the process. So now let's assign the name of both the EC2 instances. So click on edit and enter the name here, Windows EC2 1. Or EC2A. And for the second EC2 instance, we can give the name EC2B. So now we are waiting that until the status checks will be 2 by 2. So here you can see the status check is now initializing. So we have to wait the EC2 instance till that time until the status will be changed into the 2 by 2 from the initializing. Wow, now you can see the status of both of the EC2 instance has been changed. Now it is showing 2 by 2 checks. So this is a great sign. It indicates that both of the EC2 instances are ready and we can take the remote access or RDP connection. So let's take an RDP connection for the EC2 instance A. So select the EC2 instance A and copy the public IP address. Go to run and type MSTSC and click on OK. If you will do this, then you will get a remote desktop connection console. So here remote desktop connection console is in front of you. Now paste the public IP address, which is just now you copied before. Now click on connect. Now it is asking us to enter the credentials. So enter the username, administrator, and it is asking to enter the password, but the password we don't know exactly. So for getting the password, we need to go to the EC2 instance A option, connect. So click on connect, click on get password, click on choose file, and here what was the key pair? The key pair name is webserverkey.pem. Remember, always whatever the key pair you will create in order to get the password will have the extension .pem. So select webserverkey.pem, click on open, click on decrypt password. So now you can see the password. Copy the password. Now the password has been copied, and go to the EC2 instance, that is the remote management console. Now paste the password just now you copied before, click on OK, click on yes. Now you are getting the RDP connection of the EC2 instance A. Similar thing we will perform for the EC2 instance B, and we will take the EC2 instance remote desktop connection. So select EC2 instance B and copy the IPv4 public IP. Now IPv4 public IP of the EC2 instance B has been copied. Now go to run and type MSTSC, click on OK, and you can see remote desktop connection screen is in front of us. Now press Ctrl V to paste the public IP address just now we copied before. Now click on connect. Now it is asking to enter the username and password. So enter the username here, administrator. Remember, always administrator is a default user name. Default administrator is the default super user name. So password, we don't know the password. For getting the password, go to the connect, click on get password, click on decrypt password. Now the password has been decrypted. Now copy the password, close it, and go to the RDP connection back again and press Ctrl plus V for pasting the password just now we copied before. Click on OK. Click on yes. Now you can see here the RDP connection is in process. So till that time, let's go to the previous EC2 instance. And here go to run and type firewall.cpl and press enter. Now you can see here the Windows Firewall dialog box has been opened. So click on Turn Windows Firewall on or off. So we are turning off the firewall because the firewall will disable the ping communication in between the two EC2 instances. So here we are disabling the firewall of both of the EC2 instances, but this is our testing environment. But in the real production environment we have no need to turn off the firewalls. So we will create a separate firewall allow rule for the ICMP, but here we will turn off the firewall for performing the lab practical exercise. So click on turn off Windows Firewall. Both of the firewall we must turn off. Click on OK. Now the firewall has been turned off. Now let's go to the CMD and let's verify what is the password, what is the IP address of this EC2 instance. For that purpose type ipconfig and press enter. So now you can see here the IPv4 address is here 172.31.47.113. Just copy this private IP address. Remember, this is a private IP address, and here the public IP address of this EC2 instance you can see on the desktop screen, which is 13.233.31.252. So this is the public IP address, and the private IP address is 172.31.47.113. exactly the same IP address you can see inside the CMD console. So now let's go to the another EC2 instance and perform the same thing. Let's go to the run and type here firewall.cpl. Click on OK. Click on turn Windows Firewall on or off. So turn off both the firewalls, firewall 1, firewall 2. Click on OK. Now the firewall of this EC2 instance has been turned off. Now go to run and type CMD and press enter. Type ping and paste the private IP address of the another EC2 instance. So let's try to ping and verify whether both are pinging with each other or not. Press enter. Yes, wonderful. We are getting the ping reply communication. So this was our purpose, this was our objective. So we have done the successful lab exercise. I hope so that today's video was very informative to all of you. Thank you for watching my video. If you want my new latest upcoming videos in future, then don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Click on like icon, share it and press the bell icon also. Thanks again.